Okay, we're studying geometric sequence and mean. Here's the general formula for this geometric sequence. T sub n is equal to T sub 1, which is the first term, times r to the n minus 1. So just to get a sense for that formula, if I was using it for T sub 8, then I would go T sub 8 equals T sub 1 times r to the 8 minus 1, or r to the 7th. R is the common ratio, or the multiplier. When you have a sequence given to you and you need to write the formula, you need to find two things. You need to find T1 and you need to find R. The T1 is obvious. It's the first term, so we have the 81. The R, a little tricky. Take the first term, multiply it times some r that we don't know, and set it equal to the second term. And then solve. So r is 54 over 81, which you can reduce to 2/3. Now, sometimes if you want to check to see that you have the correct r, you can try any other two terms right in a row. So 36 times r equals 24. I should come up with the same r. This one, r equals 24 over 36, which again reduces to 2/3. So I know my r is correct, 2/3. Now, the easy part, write the formula following that pattern. T sub n equals T1, which in this case is 81, times r, r, which we know is 2/3, to the n. That's it. That's the formula. So, to review, look at the sequence, find the first term, find the r, and then use the equation for the pattern to set up the general form of the equation. Now with this, I can find any term I want of this sequence. For example, let's get some room over here. If I wanted to find the third term, right, I would go T sub 3 equals 81 times 2/3. Oh dear, I have a mistake here. N minus 1. Good thing I tried doing this. 2/3 to the 3 minus 1. So now I have 81 times 2/3 squared. Let's finish that over here. So 81 times 2 squared, which is 4, times 3 squared, which is 9. We can reduce, and 4 times 9, 36. The third term is 36. And look at that. It was 36. Didn't need to use a formula for that, but I just wanted you to prove that it would work. So be careful when you write your general formula. Don't forget the n minus 1 here, like I did a second ago. Good thing I tried to do the problem and found my error. Good luck. Okay, I have two examples here of finding the geometric mean, and I'm going to show you a system that really is pretty neat in terms of finding this. If I want three means between 1 and 16, first thing I do is I set up the sequence and what it would look like. 1, then I have 3 spaces for the 3 numbers that I don't know yet, and 16. Now remember, in a geometric sequence, the r, or the way to get from one term to the next, is by multiplying by some r. We don't really know what that r is yet, but I could set this up using r. To get from here to here, I do 1 times r. To get from here to here, I times by r again. That would be 1 times r squared. Here to here, what do you think? Multiply by, right, r again. So this is 1 times r to the third. To get from here to here, I know that's 16, but if I had to figure it, I'd multiply by, you got it, r again. So this is 1 times r to the fourth. This is a neat little equation to solve. R to the fourth equals 16. What does r equal? Take the fourth root of r to the fourth and the fourth root of 16. So I get r equals 2. Let's check and see if it works. What's 1 times 2? 2. What's 2 times 2? 4. 4 times 2? 8. 8 times 2? 16. You see? It works. So that's a nice way to find a mean in between two numbers. And it works even if you need 1. Minus 2, 1 mean, and minus 18. I multiply by some r. I don't know it, so negative 2 times r. Get from here to here, what do? Multiply by r again. Right, negative 2 times r squared. Can you set up a little equation? Do you know what it is? Of course you do. It's negative 2r squared equals negative 18. Let's divide by negative 2. R squared equals 9. Let's take the square root of both sides. R equals 3. And again, take the principal square root when you're taking the square root, or just the positive square root when you're working with these numbers. Now let's check and see if it works. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. So it does work. We checked it. So you should be all set with your homework now. Good luck.